Welcome to Friday Night Chat.
It's the 15th of December, and tonight we're going to be talking about the videos we've posted this week and the ones we're going to post next week and some other stuff, because he's Colin,
He's Tim,
and together we are the Chatter Guys. Oh, I'm so glad you did that, because you always used to do me for doing it.
I know. Turn your volume down, so we'll just wait to see if people can hear us.
Yeah,
okay.
did everybody hear that?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
David, hello.
Hello.
Can you
anyone
hear us?
hear us?
Good
Good evening,
Good
guys.
evening, guys.
Good evening, Michael and David. Can hear you, yes.
Oh, smashing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Good, thank you for that. So we will.
And thank you,
Start
James.
talking
Good
then.
evening.
Hello, James.
And Em,
oh, Em's
thank you.
there. Em, we're talking about you tonight. Again.
And we've got Kane and will you keep an eye on the comments, because
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Can I just move this without rocking the table?
Steady. As promised, we've got his Christmas jumpers on.
We have. Hello, Gren.
Mine's a bit subtle this year for me.
Yeah, it is. I made him chuck away his old one because it was going to be a bit grubby, wasn't it? A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I normally have a much more
flamboyant
one,
yes,
so to speak.
Hello, Gren. Oh, hello, Sarah.
I'll step it up next year. I promise.
I've been to a fuddle this afternoon.
Oh.
It's at work, and yeah, I took sandwiches.
Did they enjoy your sandwiches?
They went the first, my sandwiches. I didn't make them myself. I went to a local baker who catered our wedding, and I asked her to do me tray sandwiches, and they were delish.
Good.
So they were very nice.
Suggestion, that.
It was, because I tried ordering them from Morrison's, and it was just, the online process was just too traumatic. In the end, I ended up cancelling it, and then it wouldn't let me reorder them. And then I tried Marks and Spencer's. They couldn't do it until the 5th of January, which is no good. So just went local.
They must be busy.
So, right, let me have a look at these who's joined us. Oh, Nigel. Hello, Nigel.
I've just knocked the table.
Oh, Nigel and Kevin. Hello, thank you. Glad you like our jumpers. Oh, Colin. Hello, Colin. Oh, new subscriber. Welcome, Colin. He's also Colin.
Oh, welcome, Colin.
Oh, and Elaine. Hello, welcome back, Elaine. Nice to have you with us. And David. Been to a cafe in Morrison's today. The service was terrible.
Oh, we haven't been to Morrison's
No,
for a long time.
We'll put it on our list. Mike. Hey, Mike. Have a wonderful Christmas, and the very best for. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Sarah, I've just been watching you and Torremolinos game about 2 hours.
I've been talking about Torremolinos a lot today in work, because one of my colleagues was suggesting going to Costa del Sol next year, because he's fed up with Tenerife, and he were asking me if it were all right, and I fully recommended it. You weren't too keen on Torremolinos, were you, Tim?
No.
Well, it didn't blow you away.
It didn't blow me away. I would have preferred to have stayed in Benalmádena. I think it was Moros.
Yeah.
And visited Torremolinos. It was all right. It was fine. I wouldn't not go again. Yeah. But it's really good, because Colin had a really good idea of staying in Torremolinos, because the railway line just like runs along the coast there, so you could go to lots of different places, and it was really easy to do it, and cheap.
It's my favourite bit of coastline on Spain, Costa del Sol. I mean, my favourite resort is Benidorm, of course, but my favourite coastline is definitely the Costa del Sol.
Oh, Nigel's got Gizmo with him, I think. Sorry, and Gizmo said you did not say Gizmo. Yeah, sorry, Gizmo.
Oh,
sorry about
Gizmo.
That. Hello, Hazel. Oh, another two new subscribers.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Hazel. Lovely to have you with us.
We've also got
Hello, Stella. Hello, Stella.
Oh, we did enjoy our coffee in Blackpool, didn't we?
We did. We met Stella when we were in Blackpool. Sarah, in Torremolinos good for us gay ladies?
What's sorry?
It's good for lesbians.
In Torremolinos?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, definitely. I think it's much more lesbian friendly than what Gran Canaria
Oh, yeah,
It's
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Hey guys, hope you're both okay. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, Mark. Great. I love tiramisu. The atmosphere is. It was fantastic, wasn't it, tiramisu?
Oh, the owners in Tiramisu, they just used to cheer us up every time we used to go in, didn't they?
Yeah,
Crazy.
If you don't know what we're talking about, this week we posted a review of a restaurant called La Bottega, which is in the same building. Formerly, it was a different restaurant called Tiramisu. It's run by different people, owned by different people. And we went for a lot of years, didn't we? We used to run a social group, so we used to take like maybe 15 to 20 people at a time.
We still run the social group.
We still do. We don't take people to Blackpool with us anymore. Go do it. And it was really good. It was nice and cosy. Everybody made a fuss of you. They always got the order wrong. But it was fine, wasn't it? It was lovely.
They always made up for it.
It was really nice food, and and so we were disappointed with La Bottega, weren't we?
Yeah.
The restaurant now, they've modernised it a lot. It looks a lot nicer, a lot fresher, a lot more modern, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the way it was just a young lad, I don't think he was even 20. I don't think they have the experience, a lot of people that age. He did what he had to do, but he didn't welcome us with open arms, did he? He did. And the food wasn't the best. It was all... We rated it, it were all right.
And it was, in all fairness to it, in regards to the value of it, I think it was really good value.
We were going to give it a lot lower stars, weren't we, until we saw the bill.
Yeah.
The bill was quite low.
The bill made up for it.
So we knocked it up a couple of stars. I was going to give it 1 star because I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive than it was. But
and it was very cold.
Expensive.
It was very cold inside, which were making the food go cold. And then to top it off, they sprayed the table next to us with that stinking disinfectant.
It was really strong. It made my eyes water, and I wasn't really that close to it.
I'm surprised it didn't churn all food, but there were only another couple inside, weren't there? All
right. My good lady wife was asking what tune you were dancing to, Tim, in Shenanigans.
It was Tim's favourite.
It's my favourite ABBA song. Does your mother know?
Does your mother know?
No, that's not a bit old. So, Mark, do you have any idea what's happened to Chaos? No, very little's happening to it. The builders have been in, they've done a bit of work, you can see, but not much.
No.
I heard that they were making it into apartments, but that's just gossip. I don't know.
No one knows. I don't think anyone really knows what's going on. But
as soon as we find out, we will tell you.
We will have a look on...
We're going there for New Year, so we'll see what we can find out.
We might pop into Trades because they used to own it. They might know what's happening with it.
Yeah. Right.
So the first video that we posted was the chatty guys go straight for them.
It was, and we went with M. M came with us
from Out with M.
Yes, Out with M, who
also
is
on
tonight.
YouTube.
Yeah, we had a smashing night. We were out with them on the Friday night, and then we did a bit of extra filming later on in the weekend. Oh, Candy's here. Hi, Candy.
Hey, Candy. Good evening.
And she's a good lass. If you get a chance to go out with them,
you'll have a good laugh.
You will, and she stands around as well. She doesn't expect you to pay for her. She's very good fun, isn't she?
Yeah, really good fun.
And
really
as you saw in the video, she contributed to the thing. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh no, I don't want to go on video, but she was really good, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was all for it. So we had a lovely time with her.
We did.
Yeah, and she can put it away as well.
And she can. And she what was the entertainment that we saw? We saw a live singer in Galleon, which they were all right.
Yeah,
they made us laugh.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of like soft rock, weren't they?
Yeah. They were more like karaoke singers, really. But they were all right.
I thought they were all right.
They were all right.
Yeah, but then we did see on our final night. We went into Mark Kelly's and we saw a brilliant singer. She was called Lily.
Please, if anyone,
good.
Please, if anyone does see any posts, I'm trying to find Lily's Facebook page. But if anybody finds any posts on where she might be in Blackpool, please let us know, because I'd love to go and see her again, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
She were absolutely cracking. She played one of my favourite songs from American Werewolf in London. What's the song called? I can't remember.
No, I can't either. It was a song out of American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, and then we did play it on the video because we didn't think it were going to get a copyright, that one. And also she sung a lot of Amy Winehouse, who we love as well. So all in all, she was a cracking singer. Shenanigans. YouTube put an advertising block on. It's funny that, really, because the video was one of our strongest performing videos. It still is now, actually. And it got to about 3,000 views, and then Facebook notified me to say your advertising is going to be restricted because of it don't meet the community standards. This video.
You questioned it though, didn't you? What did they say?
And I'm like, why does this not question the community standards? Is it because they don't like drinking, or is it because we've mentioned straight, or what is the issue?
What, my dancing, was it?
Could have been your dancing. Because you can't dance provocatively.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. But anyway, I questioned it with YouTube, and they've come back and cleared it. But
well, there you go.
But the video, as soon as they did that, it stopped climbing. So
oh no,
just a coincidence.
Yes, I don't know if I told you this last week, but when we were in Shenanigans, I said to Colin, "I'm going to get up on stage and dance," and he said, "Don't you want to wait until there's a few more people up there so you blend in?" I was like, have you met me?
No, I'm not. Go on.
I were up there, wasn't I?
I said, go on, knock yourself out. I'm not getting up.
Paul, hello. Keep meaning to ask you, have we been into flamingos? It's shut, it's flamingos.
Yeah,
we've been donkeys years ago, haven't we?
Yeah.
But
I did like
closed.
it. I did like it when flamingos were. It was on different floors, weren't it? And I did really like it, but it's no more now. Flamingos.
Yeah, Mike wants to know if they charge a fee for New Year's. Not that most of them don't. I suspect that Flying Handbag might do, because they charge a fee on
definitely
Saturday nights.
Flying Handbag will, but last time we were there, Garland's did not charge any admission. Mardi Gras, of course, did not charge any admission.
In fact, Mardi Gras have put an advert out to say they're definitely not charging, and I think they've got a free buffet on or something. Yeah. They've certainly got entertainment on and a free buffet.
And we was also in Peekables, and that did not have any admission. And we was in Man Bar last year, and that didn't have any admission.
No. Right. Colin, I've been getting lots of ideas for booking holidays from your videos. I went to Rhodes this year with my partner before the fires. Highly recommend. Oh no, I've never been to Rhodes. Have you?
No. Is Rhodes
Thank you for that, Colin.
Is Rhodes in Greece?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if anybody remembers watching A Place in Greece with. Who were the characters in A Place in Greece?
I've never heard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it was the most funniest thing ever on Channel 4.
I've never heard
it. It was about two gay guys that had gone out to follow their dream. They were from Birmingham, and they were going to build a villa. And this villa had some big glass opening doors at the front. And they got two couples from Bern, but a straight couple, to go and buy this this villa with them. And they was in the bottom, and the people who they were buying the villa were in the top, and the top never got done.
Oh.
It's so funny. It was hilarious. It was one of them fly on the wall things. Bit like
this.
No. It was a bit like Benidorm. Bargain Loving Bricks in the Sun. It were a bit like that, but it was really, really good. I can't think of the names. Something's making me think of Kevin, but I might be just making that up. If anybody knows, please let us know in the comments. I'd love to watch that again. I've tried to look for it on YouTube, but can't find it anywhere.
Anyway, that's our videos from this week. What have we got coming up next week, Colin?
The first one, what we've got coming up is...
Come on, you've been doing it.
I have. It was A Christmas by the Sea. It's almost done. That's ready for. That will be definitely going up on Sunday. It's almost done.
Almost done.
And I've enjoyed putting that together. It's a cracker, that one.
What was your favourite bit about Christmas by the Sea?
The marshmallows.
Yes. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
We did toasted marshmallows. We've not done it before, have we?
No, but they were absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And on this video, you will see something that we've never done before on a video. Do you know what that is, Colin?
Whisper. Is it?
No, I'll tell people. I'm going to tell people.
Is it going to be a reveal?
No, it won't be a big shock to everybody, but we never ever do it on videos. The one thing we said we're never going to do.
Right, go on.
Eat.
Oh, yes. This is only a one-off.
Yeah, we watch other restaurant reviews and things like that, and like...
As soon as people put stuff in their mouth, it's
just
like...
I don't want to watch people eating, it's not nice. But we do on this one, because...
We made an exception with the marshmallow, so I do apologise if it makes people want to...
If you don't like watching people eating, just like fast forward.
It's only a small little...
Yeah, and we do it very daintily, don't we?
Yeah.
Until we're like, oh no, it's really nice. My other favourite thing was not going on that thing that spins you around.
Was it called the booster?
The booster. Yeah, the booster.
I was very tempted to go on when I'd seen it on other people's YouTubes, and I were all the ride up on thinking, shall I go on it, shall I go on it, shall I go on it, and I were pacing myself, and then when we actually went up to have a look at it, I'm like...
I was so glad when he said he didn't want to go on.
Sorry, I can't do it.
Because I always pretend...
Can't do it.
I'm usually alright on rides, I dare go on anything, but I saw that and I was like, I daren't go on it. I dare not.
We were also going to go on the flying swings again, weren't we?
We've been, Axel and Sean, hello. Yes, they just asked us that. We did go on it last year at New Year. It was a Starflight. It's a different one this time, but it's more or less the same, isn't it?
Yeah. If the weather's good over New Year, we may go on that.
You only need to go on it once.
Yeah.
We went on at New Year. We got absolutely...
I know, but if I go on it this time, I might even open my eyes and not cry.
You won't. You will. We got absolutely soaked, didn't we? We paid... It was like £6 a go, wasn't it, to go on it?
Yeah.
We got in the queue, and as soon as we paid our money and got in the queue, it started chucking it down, didn't it? Really, really. So we were soaked before we even got on it.
And of course, because it was in pitch black, we had no idea it was going to rain until we parted with money.
Yeah.
And us being Yorkshiremen, we're not going to part with £6.
Indeed.
We're getting on that
Getting us
ride.
money's worth. He screamed all the way around. I giggled myself just laughing at him.
I didn't just scream, I cried.
But when we got off, we were so wet. Even our underpants were wet, and from rain as well.
Might have been something else as well. We had to go back and get changed.
We did. We had to completely get changed. But that is my favourite video from last year. Actually, it's a good laugh if you want to see that.
No, don't.
So
you don't need to watch that.
Sarah says, "Peekaboos don't charge." Yes, peekaboos don't charge either, Gwen. No. Sarah says, "Are we excited? Are we excited for Thailand?" So excited. It's a month.
4 weeks. I counted yesterday.
Oh, is it just 4 weeks?
4
yeah,
weeks.
exactly 4 weeks. We're going to Thailand. Cannot wait. So exciting.
And also as well, the video that we've got, the new video that we've got, the I forgot what it's called now, Pocket 3 or whatever, DJI.
Oh yes, the camera,
3.
yeah.
The quality of that on the video that is coming out on the Christmas by the Sea, and that's in the dark. It's just amazing. So what it's going to look like in Thailand in the sun. Oh my God, we're going to have some really good videos to share when we get back. Thai food. I've got to agree, Colin. I love Thai food.
Yes, right. Little puzzle for you. I've told you the answer to this. Anybody? A little question for you. If and we will be doing, we do the live chat to come out in the UK at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. When would we have to do it in Thailand? Have a guess. I did tell you this.
Oh, right, okay.
Put it in the comments and I'll tell you in 5 minutes.
I've worked it out, I think.
Go on then.
I'm going to guess it's going to be about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In Thailand?
Friday or Saturday.
Oh, I get you. It's going to be early hours of Saturday morning.
Yeah, you don't need to write it down, he'd remembered. Yeah, we're going to have to be doing it at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning.
And well, let me tell you about that. You know what we're going to be like, don't you? This is what started. This is what started our YouTube
You're not
adventures.
going to be like.
This is what started our YouTube adventures. Was when we went live on Facebook from Thailand at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't realise it was 8 o'clock at night. So everybody were watching us, and we were absolutely sozzled.
Yes.
So
not our finest moment, but very funny.
we may have to we may have it may not be able to be posted, so you might have to definitely watch it live. YouTube will probably delete the channel after that.
Sleepy guys. Well, we're just getting warmed up. Actually, our problem is, Colin, is that we never know when it's time to go home.
No, and I don't encourage Tim to go home.
No,
Tim don't encourage me to go home.
We just like we'll just have another.
Take for example. Now I can share this about what happened on Friday night, can't I, Tim?
Which Friday? Oh,
Saturday night. Sorry.
well, I'm surprised you can remember, Colin.
Oh, I can remember.
Right, just to put you in the picture, we went out with our friend who's moving away from Leeds, and we met him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was farewell drinks, really, weren't it?
Yes, and we didn't all back.
We didn't.
So anyway, later that evening.
Much later in the evening, I think it would have been about, what time were we guessing it was? 10 o'clock?
I think a bit later than that. I think I would have said about 11, but it'll be between 10 and 11, bearing in mind we've been out since 3.
We'd had far too much to drink.
Far too much.
As friend who we'd gone out with could barely stand up on the bar.
I don't know.
He was falling asleep. I'm like, you're going to have to go home, John.
I do not know
we didn't want him to go home, did we?
I don't know how he got home, and do you know what? He didn't know how we got home either, because I texted him the day after and I said, "Oh, you got all right? I'll go home all right." And well, I did, but I don't know how I did it.
Anyway, my story goes. So in front of me is a young guy. He would have been about 25, and no word of a lie, he looked like Ken from Barbie.
He had so much work done.
I don't know whether it was plastic surgery or makeup.
Oh yeah, it might be. I don't think it was makeup though.
Okay, so it just looked, to me, it just looked bizarre. It looked nice. I'm not saying it didn't look nice, but it just looked bizarre. And I was fixated with this look. I couldn't stop looking. So he comes up and he goes, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "I'm looking at you. I can't help it." I said, "You look like Ken." And he took a bit of offence by that. But I'm like, surely you must look like Ken.
It did look like, like some people, they have work done to look like it's quite a few women do it to look like Barbie, don't they? And it did look like Ken. He had the blonde hair and
it looked weird. I'm not saying it didn't look bad, it just looked weird and I couldn't stop looking. Ken Barlow. definitely did not look like Ken Barlow. But anyway, I took offence from it, didn't he? And did he ask us to stop looking? I can't remember, but anyway.
Me, I would.
Anyway, he just moved away, and then another chap come up, and he comes up to me and he says, "What's up with him?" Pointing to this Ken. I didn't know they knew each other. I just said, "He looks like Ken, doesn't he?" Oh, he started kicking off, that young lad. He were only this tall. Honest to God,
it was shorter than me. And
it was like that, and it's raging at a bull like me, and I'm like,
whoa.
What?
Calm down.
What are you going to do? I've told you, mate. It looks like Ken. That's all I've said. It looks good. End of subject. Oh, he still kept going, and then you come to me.
I was like, it's kicking off here, and he's from Barnsley, so I was like, let's have a. Anyway, they hoiked him out straight away, didn't they?
They did.
No message.
Now the bar staff do know us, and I think they realise that we're not piss idiots.
Most
anyway,
of the time.
they kicked him out.
They did. I saw proper Ken Barlow come out in Funny Girls. It probably was I think the Coronation Street cast do go to Blackpool a lot.
Oh, they do,
it's
yeah.
not far from Manchester, is it? So it might have been real Ken Barlow that you saw there.
So that's the typically one with. That's going back on to what we were talking about. We just don't know when to stop, and because
No, drinking.
Tim don't say I've had enough.
No.
I don't say I've had enough.
I've never been. I was like that before we got together. I was always the last one to go home. Yeah.
So
The other video that we've got coming out this week, I don't know if we should tell you what it is
Go on.
because we're going to do that little short, aren't we? That's. Can you guess where we are? Aren't we? We could just chat again, couldn't we? Where it is.
yeah, but don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
will
don't
you?
tell anybody. It's Cleveley's.
Cleveley's.
It's going to be a walk along. We have a walk along the high street. We have a look in shops. Yeah, don't tell anybody because we're putting a short out earlier in the week that say, "Ooh, guess where we are? It's the home of B&M."
The Tata gang will be so disappointed now.
Yeah. So, well, what you can do, you can put an answer underneath, and everybody think, "Oh yeah, you're really brainy." You know where it is. So yeah, it's Cleveley's. Not much to say about that. It could go either way, the Cleveley's one, I think. We did a similar one it's very similar to the one that we did in Skegness, and that just went mental, didn't it? That was really popular.
I think Skegness has got a bit more interest than Cleveley's.
But
who knows?
We liked it, didn't we, Cleveley's?
It's nice. It's got a very nice high street, plenty of shops, plenty
really
of
interesting high street, not typical at all. Not, I didn't think, anyway.
4 banks that were actually open.
Yeah,
I counted.
banks.
4 banks. Couldn't believe it. They must have got a lot of money in Cleveley's.
Indeed. So, what else have we got to talk about, Colin? You want to talk about Carol Vorderman, don't you?
Are you guys coming back to London anytime soon? We will be going back to London. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the trains are not going to be announcing many more strikes.
Yeah, we stopped going on train.
We'll be able to book some.
Yeah, we stopped going on train because it like spoils it, doesn't it? When you like get all excited and then because like for his birthday last year, I arranged it all and I sent the invitation out, and then half an hour later I get an email from Northern Rail saying, "No, we're on strike that day." So like his family from Barnsley, my family are from Todmorden and Brighouse, and they still came, but it was a rigmarole because like Leeds is a nightmare for parking. Obviously everybody wants to come on the train, but they couldn't. So yeah,
now,
we're a bit scared.
Scotland definitely is on our horizon at some point.
So Scotland,
Sarah.
Yeah. Yes.
As you know, Adewale, if you don't know, we are moving to Benidorm, but I've said to Tim before we move to Benidorm, I definitely want to see a bit more of Scotland. I've only been to Edinburgh. Carlisle is in England, isn't it? So I've only been to Edinburgh and Fife. And Glasgow.
Oh, you just remember me. You just remind me of a song that we learnt when we was at school. There was a wee couple who lived in Fife, nickety nackety noo, and he has got a something wife.
Hello,
Elaine.
Fellow bands.
Oh, Elaine from Barnsley.
Hello, Ellen.
Edinburgh is. I've been to Dundee in Scotland.
All right, okay.
And do you know what? Any Dundee cake anywhere?
We've just been watching a series on BBC called The Traitors, and that's filmed in the Scottish Islands, and it's made me want to even go up to the Scottish Islands because the scenery, it was breathtaking on the Traitors.
Yeah, we really liked Traitors, didn't we? We watched 3 episodes back to back, didn't we? Because we couldn't stop watching it. Yeah. Sarah wants to know what part of Fife did you go to, because that's where she lives.
I went to...
Why are you thinking about that?
No, it's going to come back to me. It's going to come to me shortly. So I think it was Methil. Is Methil in Fife? I've been to Methil, definitely. Methil. I'm sure it was Methil.
I never heard of that. So, anyway, Carol Vorderman.
Oh yes. Apparently, Carol Vorderman is protesting. Is it protesting?
She's quite political now. I've seen her a couple of times on TikTok. She's because obviously she's a really intelligent woman.
She's not protesting, is she?
No, not in this case. Well, kind of.
She is wanting to change. At the moment, there's a law that if you die in Lancashire without leaving a will, it goes to the Duchy of Lancaster, which is the king. So if you're from Lancaster, please leave a will.
Yes, don't.
And she's trying to change that at the moment, this moment in time.
Candy wants to know when we're moving to
Would you
Thailand.
be happy if you don't leave it well? Would you be happy for it to go to King?
Well, no, you'd want it to go to. You want it to go. Well, so I think King's probably got enough brass.
Exactly.
He probably don't need it. I think it'd be all right. Oh yeah.
Oh
methyl
yes,
is a
it
bit
definitely
bleak.
was methyl. It was bleak. No offence to anybody that come from methyl. And I did go to the next town on from methyl back. Leven. I did like it in Leven, and I did go to St Andrews as well.
Oh, you'll get about, don't you?
Yeah, I went on the golf course, but didn't actually. I only took one swing, so I'm not a golfer.
You're not a swinger.
I'm not a swinger.
No. Right. When are we going to? When are we going to Thailand? 2026?
No, 13th.
No. No. When are we moving to Thailand? She
We're
wants
not
to know.
moving to Thailand.
Oh yeah. No. When are we moving? Sorry. She means Benidorm.
Oh, when are we
Sorry.
moving to Benidorm? It will be, it'll be 4 years. Might even be 3.
Yeah.
Will it be 3 or 4?
Yeah. 3 or 4. Depends really.
Will it be 3
how things
or
go.
will it be 4?
Well, we're going when I'm retiring, and I retire in 27. So yeah, 2027. That's when we're going.
Oh, 3 years then. 3 years in April. Oh,
No,
exciting.
November retire.
Oh, 3 years in November. Exciting. 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. We got there in the end.
Yeah.
She wants to know about property prices. Well, we were told to rent. Everyone except one person said you must rent if you go to.
Yeah.
We had a look at. We've got a friend who lives there.
The average price, just so the average price for a one bedroom in Benidorm is around about 600 euros a month.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a friend who lives there, and he's got a static caravan, and we had a look round, and it was really good because his neighbours let us look round their caravans as well, didn't they?
Oh, well done, and that you've decided that you're definitely going. We will be there as well, definitely 100%. We will be at Benidorm Pride next year. If I can't get it off work, then I'll
You'll
have to
just
do
leave.
something about
You
that.
just leave.
So we will definitely be going to Benidorm Pride 2024. Ooh.
Anyway, as I was saying, caravans are too small because Colin's got tons of clothes. We'd just be able to fit his clothes in, we won't be able to fit in.
Well, we've got a friend who lives on a caravan site, and his caravan is lovely, and he showed us around some beautiful caravans on his site. There is some
they're
really
lovely, yeah.
stunning ones where you wouldn't really know that you're in a caravan, if I'm being honest. The only problem is you're not supposed to live in them all year round. So a lot of the awnings don't have windows, but some of them are amazing. They've got like proper bathrooms when you get in. They've got proper kitchens, proper living rooms. It's just everybody knows your business on that caravan site. So you can't sneeze without Meryl on next caravan knowing that you've sneezed 4 times that morning, and then Beryl will be watching at caravan number 54 about what time you leave and what time you arrive.
Because we're very private people, aren't we, on the internet, telling people what we've done.
I don't want Meryl or Beryl knowing our whereabouts.
Right.
Thank
you. Em's birthday weekend when Pride's on. Elaine wants to
that'll be
know if
exciting.
when we're living in Benidorm, will we visit Blackpool?
We will
100%.
definitely visit
In fact,
Blackpool.
next year we're talking to some of our friends who live in Benidorm about coming over to Blackpool for Blackpool Pride.
Yeah. But what we're also working out in AZ now regarding the Brexit rules, if we can't go over there permanently, which we're hoping by then it'll be a lot easier for us to do. But the only way we can get around it maybe is to do the 90-day rule, and we're thinking about doing 90 days in Benidorm.
Yeah, spring in Benidorm,
and then 90 days in Blackpool.
Summer in Blackpool.
Autumn in Benidorm because it's going to be still warm, and then Thailand in winter. And
that's our plan.
And just travel around the globe with a suitcase. That'll be perfect.
Colin says it'd be like living in a goldfish bowl on a campsite. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
And like for our friend, he's out there on his own, isn't he? I think that's really good, and he's really sociable, and it's a real community.
Yeah. And you can feel
It's
that.
not for us though.
No, you can feel that when you're walking
Yeah, it
down
is.
his campsite and everybody comes out and they'll go, morning, Drew, morning. And, you know, that could be brilliant for some people, but...
Elliot says his street's like that. Yeah. Do you know, I don't know if we should say this, but we've got 2 Christmas cards from our neighbours, so we don't know who they are, do we?
No.
We don't know.
We're going to put a sign up next year saying, please, no Christmas cards.
They've like, one's put Loz on, haven't they? And we're like,
What was
I don't even know if that's a boy or a girl. And then the other one's put like Steve and Janice or whatever they're called. And we don't know where they are.
So we can't send them another card back. We don't know which one they live.
No, we don't. So.
There is some really good healthcare. Candy, it's private, but there is really good private healthcare.
Sarah says she's retiring to the Costa Blanca.
Oh, lovely. Costa
Wow.
Blanca is that not Benidorm, no?
She's considered retiring in the Benidorm Sun, but the legalities with savings got complicated.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So what other news have
Elliot's
we got?
15 cards from his neighbours.
Oh, lovely.
Well, we've got 2. Right. Blackpool has record numbers of visitors, and I don't blame them. They've
Guess how many visitors they've had this year?
Do you know how many?
Does anybody know? Let's have a guess.
I've just got a
guess.
percentage here.
I know exactly how many. How many millions of visitors do we think Blackpool... My hair's looking a bit messy, isn't it, for an hairdresser? How many videos in Blackpool... How many visitors has Blackpool had this year in 2023? In millions. Have a guess.
I'm guessing 3.
3?
Is it more than that?
In a year, not a month.
Oh,
Come
right,
on.
okay. Well... Elaine says over 2 million.
You're close, Nigel.
Oh, 17. What? Really? 17?
Close.
Nigel says 17 million.
Yeah, you're close, Nigel. I'll give you the answer. 20, just over 20 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they deserve it because
numbers.
Blackpool Tourist Board and the council and everyone, they put a lot of work into it. So one thing we said about Christmas by the Sea, when we filmed it, it was on a Monday, so it looks pretty quiet, and it was. But at the weekend, it's packed out, isn't it?
Everywhere was proper busy, weren't they?
Yeah, and I forget who we were talking to, and they were saying that normally at that time of year, like, you know, back in the olden days, there'd be literally nobody there. All the businesses would be shut up because there wasn't anything to attract them.
No.
But it's packed out at the weekend.
They are, in regards to the levels, before pre-COVID, they had a percentage increase of 8%.
Yeah, 8% increase
2019.
Yeah.
So Blackpool is looking good.
It's thriving.
And also, the numbers are only going to be going up and up and up because they're building the central development now, which is starting to take shape. That's going to be a 300 million development. It's going to change Blackpool properly into an all-winter, all-year-round resort. You've got the new tram extension, you've got the new theatre. Oh, there's loads of stuff going on.
Yeah, Elaine says that her friends say that Blackpool is a dump. There are areas that are a dump. The thing that's different about Blackpool, like, I think every town has got areas that are like a dump. The thing with Blackpool is they're right in the centre, aren't they? So you see them. Like, whereas in most towns, it's on the outskirts, and like if you're visiting the town centre, you don't see them. But I just think it's just on the up. They're building hotels and improving everything.
It looks very prosperous,
really
Blackpool.
I think
and for a town that's got so much poverty, I think, well, fair play to them. And
Yeah,
the town has got a lot of
it.
poverty, but they're still pumping lots of money into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great. So whilst we're on Blackpool, we featured in two
Oh, yes.
2 vlogs this week. Walk on the Wild Side was talking about us.
Yeah.
And the Crap Boys were talking about us. So we did engineer it a little bit.
Yeah. So have we got the mug to show you? We'll show
I'll
you.
get it.
So Tim designed these mugs that we bought. When we get when we get time to put together a merchandise store, we'll perhaps sell these.
Well, we were going to offer them, but
we've had some really good feedback on these.
We have had some really good feedback. They are nice mugs. The thing is, they're too expensive, I think. We worked out if we wanted to sell them, we'd have to sell them for 15 quid, and we won't make any profit.
I was going to buy a mug for 15
quid. I mean, they're nice mugs, but you know, you can get one for like a couple of quid.
Yeah.
If you're in a shop that don't say Chattergangs on that.
So the story behind the mugs. So if you do follow Walk on the Wild Side in Blackpool, he is very good friends with the Chris Higgett from the £1 Burger.
Yeah.
And Chris Higgett and your boys Leroy.
Not your boy Leroy.
Not your boy Leroy.
Called, yeah.
They are both called the Crap Boys. And if you want to send any gifts or anything to Stephen from Walk on the Wild Side, you send it to the £1 Burger bar. So as a thank you to the £1 Burger appearing in our most popular video, we gifted him a mug.
We did. We sent him a mug. I wrapped it up nice, didn't I?
Yep.
We sent it to him because that was as he said, that was one of our most popular videos that he appeared in.
Yeah.
And it's a very funny video. If you've not seen it, and I would recommend it. Another one I'd recommend.
Yeah. And we also gifted Stephen from Walk on the Wild Side as a thank you to all his Blackpool videos.
But they were talking, and Chris was saying, "Oh yes," he said, "I remember the chat guys. They were filming. They came to the £1 Burger. Have you met them, Stephen?" And he's going, "Yes, I've met them. They're both very nice guys. I really like them." And we were like,
Sorry,
he hasn't.
We've never met him.
He's never clapped eyes on us.
Even we'd have loved to meet him, but even drunk, we can definitely categorically say never met Stephen. Anyway, he goes on to open the mug, and he was very complimentary on the mug, and he said he thinks it's going to be his favourite tea mug.
He did.
And then when he opened the cup, Tim had left a note in it, and he read the note, and Tim had put on the note, "We've not met you yet, but we on our trips to Blackpool, but we always look out for you."
And he went, "I've just said that I've met him." He didn't actually say that, but you could see that's what he was thinking, and he just put it away. But so watch that video because that's quite funny. Now I just need to interrupt you because Nigel wants us to say hello to George. Because he's about to go to bed.
Oh, good night, George.
Night, George. Sleep tight. Thank you for watching. Have you been a good boy? Is Santa coming?
We did get some really good feedback on the rapping as well, didn't you, Tim? Not so much on your writing, but
not my writing. No, they said. Oh yes, it's Colin and is it Jim? Is it Jim?
Hello, Jim.
I didn't criticise because he calls me Jim sometimes.
I've called it the once. And how many times have you called me different names?
Well, I'm very old.
Have I got any more news to share?
I've got tons of news to share. Not news, but last week, as you know, we had to do the podcast on a Thursday because we went out to a Christmas dinner on Friday.
Yep.
We've been to the new conservatory in Leeds. We went last year for a Christmas dinner and it was spot on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we reviewed it. We
did.
Yep.
And we were really looking forward to going again because it was so good last time. And we were disappointed.
And we told them, we nearly told them that it's a good job we're not reviewing tonight. It was like, it was so bad.
So bad. They'd overbooked, like I know everybody everywhere does. At Christmas because they try and pack as many people in. Your turkey was really dry, wasn't it?
Yeah. No cranberry. Can you believe you get turkey and no cranberry? What's the point of that?
What?
No.
I paid a bit extra and I had a steak, which I could have sold my shoes with. Yeah. It was just...
it looked bad, your steak.
It was. I didn't eat it. I had to leave it. You're sitting there chewing, thinking, "I'm not going to let it beat me," but it did beat me.
If you can think of what a steak in Witherspoons would have looked like, it looked better than
It did.
what that did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, you're right. So we're very disappointed with the new
I got a
conserve
carrot which would have been the size of that.
massive carrot.
I mean, I know
weren't sure.
carrots help you see in the dark, but I'd have been able to see the people landing on the moon if I'd have had that. It was huge.
Oh, one last thing is I wanted to mention this. When we were out with our friend John on Saturday, his mate came out. It's called Louise. She was nice, wasn't she? We'd never met her before. She was a really good laugh, but she said, I don't like Christmas. I went, do you, Louise? I said, well, you absolutely love it. Well, I do, and Colin's a bit all right about it. And she went, I still put a tree up. And I went, why'd you put a tree up if you don't like Christmas? She went, because my dogs like it. Oh, Colin's got a bad chest. I couldn't stop laughing. It was like, put some Christmas tree up for dogs.
And there's a dog's told to this.
Well, apparently she says they get very excited when he goes home.
They probably know when the tree goes up, they know they're going to get loads of treats at Christmas.
Anyway, one final thing. Do you want to share with you've told everybody else this, and I don't want the chatter gang to be left out.
Right.
Do you want to tell people what I did to you this week?
Oh, listen to this, chat
He's
again.
told every opportunity is going, you never guess what Tim did to him this week.
So let me paint this picture to you. I'm not a very good sleeper at all. Not at all, am I?
You're a shocking sleeper. It's really bad. The thing is, when he doesn't sleep, he can't just lie there and look at ceiling. He has to fidget.
Right, okay. So
I don't get to be such a good sleeper.
About 3 months ago, we're in Morrison's, and we're in coffee aisle, and we're getting some coffee. Tim goes, oh, have you seen this over here? He's pointing to tea bags, and he's got in his hand a box of bread and jam tea. Toast and jam tea.
Imagine that.
He said, oh, I right like sound of this. Can you imagine this? I went, get some if you want. So it went in shopping trolley. Now bear in mind, you don't drink tea, do you?
I don't even like tea. I don't know why I bought it.
But it's been in cupboard 3 months now, not been opened, it's of no interest really. But I like to have a nice cup of herbal tea on a night.
It does. It's supposed to help him sleep. Sometimes it does.
It does, yeah. Tim said overnight, do you want some mince pies and a cup of tea? I went, oh, that'd be lovely, thank you. Gives me this tea and I start drinking it. I'm thinking, this is a bit of weird tasting tea, this. Didn't think no
tastes like toast.
No, it didn't taste like toast, but it was a weird taste. Anyway, I gets to bed and 11 o'clock come, I'm like wide awake, and then 12 o'clock come, I'm wide awake. 1 o'clock come, I'm wide awake. 2 o'clock come, my eyes were like pins. I'm like, bloody hell, why can't I sleep? I almost felt like getting an hammer and hammering it in my head. 3 o'clock come, still couldn't get to sleep. Past 3, I thought, I'm going to have to get up. So I come down to have a bit of glass of milk thinking that would help me sleep. No, 4 o'clock come, no. I think I dropped off at 5:30 for literally 20 minutes. Gets up and I thought, it almost feels like I've been drinking caffeine. That's my heart was still going 10 to dozen. So I come down and I open the drawer, and lo and behold, there's this toast and jam tea bags open right at front. So I knew he'd opened it. I thought, I bet he's gave me one of them.
Oh, I didn't know.
So I'm looking
I just thought it was herbal.
I'm looking up box for caffeine content. It didn't say no caffeine content. It said really strong tea. Now I don't know if anybody knows this on Chatter Guys, but tea is higher caffeine content than coffee. So you can imagine a really strong tea at 10 o'clock to me. If I have caffeine at 5 o'clock, I can't sleep. So you can imagine what that did to me.
Yeah, it told everybody at work.
It was traumatic. I gets into work and I starts rowing with somebody. I've only been here half an hour. Man, so that's another story, but so well, we have to catch up. I'm too late. I know it's getting too long now, isn't it? In your opinion, what's the best restaurant you've tried in Blackpool?
Oh, I know. For me, the Mandarin Chinese restaurant. That's my
Tim
favourite.
is the Mandarin. For me, it's the Bank, which is on. Is it Devonshire Street? The Bank?
No, Abington Street.
Abington Street is the Bank. That's my favourite. However,
It's nice.
I've got to say, Tim's favourite, the Mandarin, for a Chinese, is just
fantastic. Love it.
unbelievable. It's definitely a 5-star. That.
Yeah. Right, we better get off because people are having to go to bed.
I know it's we're going longer than normal. Did we cover everything?
We have everything that I've written in my book. I didn't think we'd get everything in, but we just stayed up.
We have stayed on longer than what we normally do. We'll have to set an alarm timer.
We will. Okay.
But thank you for joining us. It's been a blast as always.
Yes, thank you for your comments. And we'll be back next week. Friday night again at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. If you do like the video, please podcast. Please give us a thumbs up. We will definitely see you next
Friday.
I'm thinking we've got some on next Friday.
No, we haven't.
All right, we will definitely see you next Friday, same time, 8 o'clock. If you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel and watch it again afterwards, please leave a comment. It does help us out. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe because it'll cost you
absolutely nought. Thanks for joining us, Chatter Gang. We'll catch you on the next one.
We will, thank you. Night-night.
Night-night. Sleep tight. Don't be having toast tea.
No, don't.